I found Alex Hormozi'S old Facebook ads. My name is Jordan Hayes. I own a company that helps e-commerce brands scale their revenue past $500,000 per month through paid ads, ad creatives, and conversion rate optimization. And I'm a huge fan of Alex Hormozi'S. And one day I was wondering if Alex Hormozi is running any ads, and I searched for his ad library on Facebook, and I came across some of the old ads that Facebook still have in the ad library. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to analyze Alex Hormozi'S old Facebook ads. We're going to view Alex Hormozi'S old landing pages, and then we're also going to talk about what we can learn from this. So first things first, let's go to the ad library. Now, what Facebook does is if Facebook flags some ads for their categories, which are social issues, elections, or politics, then they will keep them in the ad library. It's just something Facebook does. And a couple things to note here is that just because these ads are still here and they've been flagged, doesn't mean that they were top performers, doesn't mean that they were working, doesn't mean that they were spending a ton of money. They could have just been small tests that didn't work, or maybe they were ads that were running for a long time and they did work. So all these ads are inactive. Alex Hormozi is not running any Facebook ads, just to make that clear. And these ads are from 2019, right? So they're quite old, but nonetheless, it's still good to go through and see what kind of ads that Alex Hormozi was running for Gym Launch. All these ads are for Gym Launch. So bearing that in mind, let's go through some of the ad creatives. So one thing that I've noticed with all the ad creatives is long form ad copy, right? It's not something you see a lot of nowadays. A lot of the times it's shorter ad copy and a lot more focus on the creative, but there is longer form ad copy here. And there's a mix of images and videos. And I believe some of these ads are prospecting, and also some ads are retargeting, and we'll see that in just a minute. But what I've noticed from the ad copy is that it calls out the audience in the first line, right? So here is gym owners and 3 slices of steak, and the ad creative tends to tie in and be congruent with the ad copy. So this one is beef. It makes you stop and wonder what it is. And I've also found that there's usually a PS, a postscript section in the ad copy, and it links to the opening line of the ad copy, right? So it kind of ties it back in together once you get down to the bottom. Now, what I've seen in the ad copy as well is that there's a lot of social proof. So I believe that there was an objection from customers that maybe it's got to be a fad, it's a scam, but Alex Hormozi is leading with a lot of social proof in the ad copy and also in some of the videos as well that they have here. And there's a lot of addressing that they're a real company, right? Alex Hormozi says that they're not your mama's basement guru. They're a real company with real employees. So then that was another objection. So it's knowing your objections that your customers have, and if you can answer those head on and maybe tackle them before they even come into the prospect's mind, I think that's a really good way to go about things. So just looking at more of the ads here, as you can see, a lot more long form ad copy. The link to the landing page is very high up the page, and yeah, as you can see here, there's videos such as this one with Alex and Layla, which also call out the target audience at the beginning, and then go straight into social proof. So another thing you can see here is that the making gyms great again, make gyms great again, is talking to a specific audience segment. And this comes back to knowing who your customer is and knowing what's going to make them stop and scroll and what's going to appeal to them. So not only are they calling out gym owners in the ad copy, but they're also calling out a specific type of gym owner by using this slogan, make gyms great again, right? Especially around 2019, this was circling around social media, playing on the make America great again from Trump. So this is, I think it's smart. I think it worked really well, and it draws a line in the sand, but they know who their customers are and there's a reason why they're doing it. So this is, those are just some of the ad creatives. And looking at the call to actions, the call to action is to, step 1, check out a case study. So they were sending a lot of people to a case study, which I guess would just drive home the social proof, drive home that the model works. And then from there, book in a call to see if the model would work for your business. And I also see here that there's a lot of it's like new opportunity. So I think if we look at this one, like I'm killing my golden goose. If you're a gym owner who's seen the decline in group training margins, this is for you. I'd be willing to say that I've got more to lose than anyone if group training goes away. And Hormozi is saying that he's introducing a new type of model for gyms, which is called hybrid. And what it's doing is it's a new opportunity. And if you don't take that opportunity, then your profit margins are going to get slimmer and slimmer. You're probably going to risk going out of business. So it's kind of that new opportunity, sparking that curiosity, and comparing it to the big global gyms who are coming in and they're going to take all your profit margins away. So that's just another angle that was being used. So as you see, more images down here, different types of images, more videos, and if we scroll down to the bottom, like this one is again calling out your target audience. So while grilling, if you're in that target audience, you're going to stop and you're going to see what it's all about. This ad is my personal favorite. It's a retargeting ad.
Hello. I see that you filled out a 12-question application form, and you didn't schedule a call. How odd. Now, if you're not in the habit of starting things that you don't finish, but it was really just because the internet was slow, today it's feeling extra fast. So, if you want to complete what you started, and you want to go...
It's hilarious. This is obviously a retargeting ad that, if you filled out a 12-question application form, but you didn't book a call, you'd get served this ad. It's super, super funny. I think it's a great idea. It really just cuts through the noise, and I think I'd like to say that it converted a lot of people, but it's really hard to know. So those are just the ads, and if we open the landing pages, we can see that some of the landing pages are still live and they're still active. We can see what ad copy was used, what landing page copy was used. This one is for a case study, right? So if you opt in, you're going to see how we converted 5 different gyms into hybrid online gyms in less than 30 days. Old model, new model, as I was talking about, that opportunity, some trust, and then how to sign up and what will happen afterwards. So if I enter an email here and click submit, it will actually take me to the next page, see what's on the other side. And if we just let this load up, we will see that it's an application form. So it's an application form to, I believe, schedule a call, or first of all, get your copy of the case studies, and then maybe schedule a call afterwards. I haven't gone through the next step. I don't want to go through and schedule a call. But this is an application form, and then you have a testimonial from Russell Brunson, and then we believe in America, 120 plus full-time US-based employees, 1,500 facilities, just a lot of trust, a lot of social proof that we're a real company, giving back and being on the news. ClickFunnels awards, just a ton of social proof and trust here as well, and then the call to action. So that's just one style of landing page. And if we scroll up to the top, there was another link to a landing page, to the quiz. Most of the traffic from these ads specifically was going to the hybrid landing page, the one that we just saw. But they were also running this quiz on just one of the ads that's here. So gym owners get 20 to 40 new members per month with a done-for-you ads blueprint. And this is just like swipe and deploy this free course to get more members below. So they're giving away a free product. And I guess on the back end of that, they're asking people who opted in to book a call. And there's a lot of social proof here, call to actions, to really just drive that home. Even some time urgency here. So that's another style of landing page. And there's also an exit intent pop-up with, tell us where to send the course as well. So those are just some of the ads, some of the copy, some of the landing page, some of the creatives. I'm just going back to the notes here, going back to what we can learn, just recapping. First of all, the hooks, right? So strong hooks. What's going to stop your audience from scrolling? Right? If you know your target audience so well, you can speak directly to them with hooks that are going to stop the scroll. In this case, it was making gyms great again. It's beef. It's an image of a barbell on your back to stop gym owners from scrolling. So just seeing what creatives, what copy is going to stop your target audience from scrolling, and pay attention to your ad. This ties in with know your audience, speaking directly to them. Social proof, if you got social proof, use it. A new model, so sparking curiosity, driving urgency and fear, right? It's a new model, but it's a new opportunity, and it's not going to be around forever. So you need to take action now, otherwise, you may risk going out of business. And then also humor as well, right? If you know your target audience and you know the kind of humor they like, and you know that they will accept the humor, it's good to use it, and it's good to sprinkle that in every now and then. So yeah, those are just my analysis of Alex Hormozi'S ads and landing pages. Doesn't mean it's right. That's just what I've gathered from looking at the ad library and the landing pages. So a request to Alex Hormozi. It would be awesome for Alex to create a video breaking down these ads and your thinking behind them. So when you were running these ads, what was your thinking behind the ad copy? What was your thinking behind the creatives and the landing pages? And if you were running the same ads today, what would you change and why? Right? So I think it would be awesome for Alex to create a video breaking this down, going through the ads just like I did, but obviously doing a much more thorough job and showing, maybe telling us what were the actual results behind these ads. Were these ads top performers? Were they just small tests that didn't work? What was working, what wasn't working? And if you were doing the same thing today, if you were growing Gym Launch today and running Facebook ads, what would you change, if anything, in terms of the ad copy, in terms of what you're giving away, whether it's a quiz, whether it's a case study? Would you change that to a VSL? Would you do something else? And for the creative as well, what would you change with the creative? Obviously, Make Gyms Great Again 2019 was a hot topic, playing on that slogan. But if you were doing it today, what would you do? And what would be your approach? And on the landing pages as well, what would the structure of landing page be? And what would you use to convert people today? Would you lead with a strong offer instead? So yeah, it'd be great to know that and just see what your opinion would be there. So go comment on Alex Hormozi'S latest video on YouTube. Go DM him on Instagram. Let's get him to create this video. If you agree that you think this would be very valuable in learning what these things would be and what Alex would think about running these ads today, then yeah, go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can get Alex to create that video. As I said, my name is Jordan Hayes. I own a company that helps e-commerce brands scale their revenue past $500,000 per month. And we do that through ad creatives, paid ads, and conversion rate optimization. We do that all for you. If it's something you're interested in, we can have a chat. But if you like this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.